I didn't think McGregor could win because
You didn't think he could win at all?
no, because there was a certain stillness and focused demeanor that he had with Cerrone, and when he came out, he popped him with the shoulder and he just stunned him, and that was it. And then the last fight with Poirier, he came back on his showmanship type stuff, and he lost that fight. And in this fight, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach him a lesson. This is what happens when you take a man's kindness for weakness." And then the God said, "No, you're weak."
Well, in interviews with Dustin, he actually gave Conor some of his hot sauce before the fight.
I don't know what that means, but
that means it was gonna get hot for Dustin and Conor.
But regardless, I think McGregor is the type of dude that he's been talking like the showmanship so long that it becomes like a tireless cycle that you get lost in. And once you find the stillness, you get focused because now you're not like. As soon as I saw him, he was in the bed, his hospital bed, recording the video, and he looked like he was in a video game. Like this didn't even look real. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back. I'm coming for more. I'm coming for Poirier." And I was like, "Dude, just recover and then go out and fight." That's all you got to do.
Or are you talking about the one when he's in the wheelchair?
No, he's in the hospital bed, and his face is in the camera, and it does look like a video game.
Conor McGregor is the perfect entertainment athlete of right now. We know that he does everything he's supposed to do.
I disagree. I think Floyd Mayweather is the perfect entertainment athlete because he talks smack, and the kid doesn't know how to read. So that's pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive, and he wins all his fights, too.
Yes, and he buys watches, which appreciates when you buy. So he is smart, but also he's dumb at the same time.
No, I'm talking about UFC-wise, though. Conor McGregor is definitely the face of the UFC, and Conor McGregor could get healed in 1 month and go out and fight because Dana White knows that he's going to pay for that. People are going to watch to pay to watch that. As far as a rematch soon, I want to see McGregor. Go ahead.
I agree. I disagree with that. I think Israel's the face, but I understand why people say Conor.
No. Israel's not. Trust me, I love Israel Adesanya, but he's not the face of the UFC. The face of the UFC right now, even though he just lost, is Conor McGregor. It's not Dustin. It's not. Khabib actually has a bigger face than some of these other guys, and he's retired because Dana White every single week is sending him text messages like,
"Want to come back?
Can you please want to come back?" He tried to get him to fight St. George Pierre, and St. George Pierre is 40 years old.
No, the UFC just needs to open up a circus because one thing about Khabib, he will fight an animal. So just get him in there with a giraffe, a bear, or a walrus, and he will. He'll go town to town with a walrus.
This Friday, Khabib versus the great big shark jaws.
As far as everybody else as far as Conor in the UFC, I do want to see him get another fight before he tries to go after Dustin again. I know it was a brutal end for his leg to break like that. As far as the first round, he did lock in a was it a guillotine? No, it wasn't a guillotine. I think it was just a simple rear naked choke. And everybody's saying that Dustin's...
Sounded like you said something else.
Yeah, what?
No. It seemed like Dustin's feet or toes were intertwined on the gate, which is illegal. You're not supposed to do. And we talked about in the group chat yesterday.
In the UFC, you're not supposed to do, but in the bedroom, it's perfectly acceptable.
Yes. But you have gates in your bedroom?
No.
Okay. I guess you do the way you said it. But that wasn't really a big deal. Supposedly, Conor's legs were on... But he was on the...
Wait. Austin?
What?
Relax.
That was an applause moment.
No, it did not sound like an applause moment. I heard like water smacking a wall.
Oh,
Please, relax.
It was applause.
Run it back.
Go ahead.
I'll run it back. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, go.
So anyway, Conor McGregor, he was on the floor. He had him in the choke, and Dustin, you're not supposed to have the toes on, but the ref didn't see it or whatever. That was a big deal. But either way, I mean, I don't think. I really don't think. Is your camera good?
Sorry, I'm just scratching.
Oh, I really don't think. I mean, I would assume that Conor would win it because I was going with Conor. I was very strong-hearted with Conor. But we're gonna have to run it back. I want to see, but I do want to see Conor fight somebody else before he goes back to Dustin again. The lightweight title, I'm gonna have to go with Oliveira. Oh, dang, I was trying to say Oliveira. I almost said olive oil. Oliveira, I want to see him have the title for a little bit before Conor comes back. Conor's next fight. You could throw me Nate Diaz again. I would love to see Nate Diaz. You could throw me Justin Justin Gaethje. You could throw me
Kimbo Slice.
No. But you could throw me any one of them. As far as Israel Adesanya, just because you brought him up, we're talking about Nigerians now because who's the basketball player again? I always forget his name.
Giannis.
Okay, Giannis.
Giannis Papas.
Giannis, Nigerian. Kamaru Usman took a picture with him. I want to see Kamaru Usman in another fight too soon. I need to see him versus me.